Time to check in with the city of Brantford with Mayor Kevin Davis. Good morning. Where are you today?
Well, good morning, Annette. I feel so sorry for you locked in that studio. I'm out here. It's a beautiful morning, and I'm right beside the 403 in one of our newest industrial parks. Behind me is locally owned and operated precision tooling. It's advanced manufacturing occurring here, and it's very representative of what's happened in our local economy over the last several decades. A lot of fairly advanced manufacturing, and this company supplies to the auto industry throughout the world. 80% of the products exported, much of it to Europe, to those very particular auto manufacturers in Europe. And, we had a lot of momentum before the COVID-19, one of the lowest unemployment rates in Ontario. And, what's happening across the 403? There's our newest industrial park, very symbolic of what's been happening over the last 10 years. And, our Mayor's Economic Recovery Task Force is designed to recover that momentum that we had pre-COVID.
Right. And I got to say that every time I drive to Brantford from Hamilton, I notice like more and more of these plants popping up. And I'm like, wow, Brantford's economy is really booming that way on the outside.
Yeah, we are, because we're getting a lot of manufacturing industry that's in the GTA looking to get out of the GTA. And certainly we don't have enough land actually to meet the demand, at least not right now, but we're working on that.
So you've got the great highway access there and lower prices
Beautiful.
as well, right?
Yep, that's right.
Right. Want to talk about something very important that's happening on Monday inside the city of Brantford, downtown, if you will, and that's the Elements Casino is opening.
It's scheduled to reopen, yes, on Monday.
Okay. What are do you have concerns about that? Because are you worried that so many people, like say, who normally gamble in Niagara Falls or Toronto will be coming to Brantford to kind of get their fix?
Annette, there's people that come into Brantford every day. Why wouldn't they? I mean, there are many people that live in the GTA that work here. Many people in Brantford work in various parts of the GTA. We're part of a region. There's a back and forth flow. I mean, you can't create a wall on the edge of Brantford. But I'd say this about the casino. So the province decided to reopen it. And when you really look at what they're doing, which is no food, no beverage, slot machines only, 50 people, everybody has to wear masks, state-of-the-art air circulation system. And in a casino, you're very closely monitored at all times. And so they're going to maintain physical distancing. And so, in some ways, it's probably going to be safer than in other business situations where people are unmasked, say, for example, to eat. So, I have confidence in the provincial public health authorities. I mean, they spent the whole summer looking at this plan, and it's across the province. And
right.
So,
and that casino.
I'd say this as well. I mean, if we get into a real second wave here, then I guess you have to say to yourself, well, how long is that reopening going to last? And how long will gyms stay open, theaters, cinemas, in-dining restaurants? I mean, we're entering a period of uncertainty. We'll see in a couple of weeks what happens. We're all hoping it doesn't get really bad, but if it does, probably you're going to see a bit of a retraction. Probably casinos would be part of it.
Because that casino is a very important part to Brantford's tax base as well, too, right?
Well, I mean, the property taxes are paid regardless whether it's open or not. They do pay a large portion of the revenue from the table games, half of which goes to the community, like the hospital, the hospice. So we're not really going to see much money from the casino when it reopens because it's slot machines only. But more importantly, it's the 700 jobs.
Yep.
I mean, the people that work there, right, that have been out of work the last 6 months, and what has that done to them, their health, their families? So this is, a small, slow, careful start. And the reason why I think it's a good thing is because of the jobs. I mean, it's the people returning to work. And if it becomes unsafe, if we're into a large wave, then, like I said, I doubt the reopening will last long, but let's hope we're not going to get into that.
Right, and you think about all those employees, their trickle-down spending from that, the restaurants in the area, everybody will benefit.
Exactly.
Right,
Exactly.
right. How are you feeling comfortable with the numbers? What are your numbers like right now with COVID
Our numbers
cases?
we had a bump last weekend like many parts of Ontario. We're still relatively low, but I mean, the trend line here is probably similar to what it is across Southern Ontario, which is increasing fairly rapidly. That's a concern. And, it's a concern all across Southern Ontario. So let's hope. I mean, we did renew our face covering bylaw. I mean, that's part of what we're doing here and what, of course, you're doing in Hamilton as well, to try and control the spread of the virus and contain it. Time will tell if all these measures are going to be effective enough. But what it tells me, and I think it tells most people, we have to, double down on the things we've been doing and make sure we continue to do them. Otherwise, we'll be into another lockdown. And I don't think very many of us want another lockdown.
No, certainly not.
Unless it's absolutely necessary.
Right, right. Mayor Kevin Davis, thanks very much for joining us again. Enjoy that sunshine. I'm going to be enjoying it when I'm out of the studio.
It's a beautiful day, Annette.
Always a beautiful day in Brantford. Thank you.